Hello people, and thank you for watching. While you're watching, please make sure you annotate your poem and then bring that to our next lesson, along with any questions you may have. Today will be St. Patrick's College by Peter Skryznecki. The poem is written in a personal tone and autobiographical style. It's about him at school. This particular school is a famous one in Sydney, in Stratfield, and it's what it feels like he just didn't belong. He didn't enjoy his time there. Impressed by the uniforms of her employer's sons. So straight away we have this adjective impressed, and it foregrounds her emotions for the son. She obviously just wants what's best for her child. And then it comes in with this idea of good enough for them, good enough for me attitude. When people come to a new country, one of the things they do is they'll look around and they want what's best for their child. And if they're seeing other people doing something in particular, and then they'll think, oh, okay, well, I want my child to do that as well. And then we can see that into fees and expenses, wanting only what was best. And this comes onto the idea that if you paid for it, it obviously has to be better than something that's for free. And this direct speech by the mother is a cliched expression. However, that's what most parents will more than likely say, and possibly to you as well, wanting what was best. Our Lady watched. So he's actually talking about a statue, and his personification of the statue, and it's watching imposingly over him. One of the reasons why the mother would also have chosen this school is because being Polish, they're also Roman Catholic, and that's what this school was. Her face overshadowed by clouds. A metaphor, an ominous foreshadowing of his future and a barrier to belong. Okay, so he already can see right now that it's going to be a difficult time for him. Mother crossed herself as she left me at the office. Said a prayer for my future intentions. The mother is religious and would have informed her choices, as I was saying before. Now this is in Latin, and unfortunately I do not speak it, so Lucea Lux Vestra. I apologise if I got that wrong. And that's the school motto, let your light shine. And I thought was a brand of soap. Just to put that into context, Lux was a popular brand of soap at the time. And this highlights, he just didn't understand the significance of it. And the motto is let your light shine. I think that's actually quite beautiful. Suggesting that they just want you to do your very best. And that idea has just gone straight over the top of his head. And he's in there thinking, why does our school want us to think about soap? Does he want us to be clean? Not too sure. For 8 years, I walked Stratfield's paths and streets, played chasings up and down stations, 10 ramps. Again, this is the idea that he went to school there for 8 years. I'll just put that into context too. This school starts in year 5. All right, so 5 to 12. Okay, and even just getting to school was a struggle for him. Like a foreign tourist. Ironic considering that with a Polish surname, most people would have considered him to be like a tourist anyway. Uncertain of my destination every time I got off. Again, being ironic because of course he knows where he's going, but he just doesn't understand the relevance of his Catholic education. What role does Catholicism play in helping him become better in the outside world? Okay. For 8 years, again, this repetition, communicating a lengthy amount of time, and also contributes to the weary tone. And he'd learnt little. He spent 8 years there. I don't understand it. Why? So boring. Yeah. I've been privileged to wear, repeating the words of others. So no doubt people who have asked him, oh, what school do you go to? He would have told them, and they're like, oh, wow, that's fantastic. Or teachers, he's like, be proud of your school uniform. I dare say you've heard that somewhere along the line as well. Okay. Could say the Lord's Prayer in Latin, all in one breath. This is that innocence of youth and just wanting to get it over and done with. He didn't really care about it. And for him, this probably would have just been a game. game to play. My last day there, Mass was offered up. So again, this just suggests that he just lacks emotion. He didn't really care, for our departing intentions. He doesn't care. He's untouched by it. He just wants to get out of there. He just doesn't belong. Above, unchanged by 8 years' weather. So he's talking about that statue that we were talking about earlier. He hasn't changed either. The 78 pages, a hymn book, pointless detail to illustrate lack of engagement in religious education. So again, he just didn't enjoy it at all. Taking the right-hand turn out of Edgar Street for good. The fact that he could actually name the street suggests that this was actually quite a significant moment in his life, where the moment he was on that street, he realized just how important it was for him and that he had left the place for good. He escaped. Prayed that mother would someday be pleased. So this is ironic when you juxtapose the other ideas of where you could say the prayer in one breath. He didn't really care about prayer at all. However, he does obviously care about his mother. That the darkness around me wasn't for the best. Undercuts the symbolism of both the statue and the platitude of the motto, as well as his mother motives. And before I let my light shine. Irony, sense of hope and potential, however, will be achieved somewhere else. So he will, achieve success, but it's not going to be for a while. And the final stanza contains information that creates a cohesive tie to start with themes and ideas. From the beginning, it echoes the same idea. Okay, alright, thanks guys. So that's today's video. Please watch, annotate, and then bring that annotation to class. Enjoy the rest of your day.